Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's just go ahead and hop into this look. I'm going to start with the Hard Candy Hydra-Prime Primer Lotion. Just put this all over my face to kind of moisturize my face before I go in with my primer. And the first primer that I am using is also Hard Candy, the Pore Defense Primer Serum. I mainly focus this right here in my T-zone, just pressing that into the skin. I don't want to wipe it across the skin, but pressing it into my T-zone, that's where I get the most oiliest, and that's where my pores are like massive. So we want to go ahead and get those out the way first. I do use two primers when I'm doing a full face for an all-day look. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer. The same way, I just press it into my T-zone, right there on my forehead, around my nose, chin, and right above my lip, just to press it into the skin, and I don't want to wipe, just press. And then we're going to move on to color correct. You guys know I live to color correct. I'm actually using the LA Girl Orange color corrector. This one is very pigmented, so I have to use it very sparingly with like these short, very light strokes. Keep it very light, because if I do too much, it's going to be very orangey. If I do it light, it kind of gives me a salmon shade, which is actually what I need. And I use it for all my dark spots, my dark circles. So as you can see, I was under the eye, around the mouth, along the chin, and the sides of my face. To blend that all in, I use a very simple stippling brush that's slightly damp with some water, and I just buff it into the skin. I feel like for me, a stippling brush just works better than a beauty blender because it doesn't take up too much of the product. I kind of needed the product to stay on my face, so I just rather use a stippling brush as opposed to a very heavy beauty blender or some sort of beauty sponge. So for me, the stippling brush just happens to work a lot better. So I'm just buffing this into the skin, working it under the eye here. And yeah, color correcting is like essential for my foundation routines. And then I'm going to use my favorite foundation of the moment. It is the Kat Von D foundation. I'm obsessed with this stuff. I have been using a sample for the longest, and I finally broke down and bought it. I am so happy that I did. It has the most amazing coverage. And I use a very dense brush with this, as opposed to, again, a beauty blender. I feel like a beauty blender, which works great for certain things, it makes things a little bit too sheer for my liking. So I just buff this right into the skin, and I just really love the coverage I get when I use a denser brush. And I just work it throughout my entire face here. This is really one of my favorite foundations. Like, legit, it was worth every single penny for this foundation. And no, this is not a sponsored video. This is legit me telling you my opinions on this. So anyway, I just work it throughout my entire face, making sure I get my problem areas under the chin, along the neck, side of my face, and T-zone. And then for my under eye concealer, I am using LA Girl's concealer again. This is in the shade Fawn. I have gone through so many different shades trying to find the right one. So right now, Fawn seems to be working for me. It has yellow kind of undertone, which works for my skin tone. But again, I've gone through like at least 4 different shades to find the right one. But per usual, we're doing under the eye here. We're doing nose, cupid's bow along, and the chin as well, and the forehead. So light strokes, just make sure we're getting this along the skin. And then to blend it out, I'm using a damp Real Technique sponge. I'm sure you all have seen this across YouTube, so there's not much to say about this here, but I just go ahead and blend this out. I actually really like the LA Girl concealers because they're very easy to work with, very easy to blend out, and they're super affordable. You can find them pretty much anywhere, so that totally works if you're a girl on a budget like me. So we're just blending, and we're gonna blend. Blend, blend, blend. To set that under eye concealer, I'm going with my favorite Sasha Buttercup setting powder. I'm not doing a very heavy bake today like I normally do. Usually that just gonna sit on my face, but for this video, we're just gonna go ahead and just pat it into the skin, really pressing it to set that under eye and any concealer that I put on my face. This is very rich, it's very yellow, so sometimes I feel like if I bake too much, I look a little too yellow. So I wanted to kind of be a little bit light-handed with it today and just use it to press into the skin. Moving on to the eyes is super, super easy. I'm going in with this brown shade from Milani. It's called Bella Cappuccino. I'm just using a very fluffy brush to brush this over my lids. Literally, it's just to put a splash of color on my lids, so no need to be precise. I just popped it on the lid and a little bit into the crease. Then I'm going in with my favorite shade, Brown Script from MAC. I just take a very fluffy brush, and I really want to focus most of it on the outer corner and into my crease, and then whatever is left on the brush, I'll bring it in towards the inner corner of my eye, but really want to focus that color right there on the outer third of the eye and just blending that in. That's really all this look is. And then we're gonna go ahead and just do my brows. Like, my brows are hideous, so do not judge me here, you guys. And I could not find my brow pencil, so I had to go back in with my old trusty Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder in ebony. Like, whenever I can't find my brow pencil, this is what I turn to because it works just as great. And this is how I fill in my brows. I do know I need to get these bad boys done because these dogs, girl, listen, it's been rough out here. And I'm trying my best not to tweeze them. So I'm just filling these in simple with the powder. What I love about these duos is that it comes with a lighter shade and a darker shade. So the lighter shade I keep towards the inner part of my eyebrow, and then the outer tail of my eyebrow, that's where I use the darker shade that's in the pan itself. And then once I fill it in, I just go ahead and brush that color into the brows. And then for under eye, I'm going in with this random black eyeliner I found. I think this one is from L'Oreal. I could be mistaken. And I'm not really precise with it. I just line the bottom of my eyes because we're going to blend it out right now. So just come with any small blending brush you have. And I'm blending it lightly underneath the eye with a little bit of brown script on the brush itself. And just going back and forth, blending out that eyeliner. And then I'm just taking the original fluffy brush I had from before and just doing some light blending here just so it's not super duper harsh under my eye. All right, y'all. We're gonna try. We're gonna go ahead and do some winged liner because I suck at this, so pray for me. Pray for your girl, please. So we're just gonna try to make this work here. You really should see me. It's really a mess how I do my wing liner, and I have been trying to avoid doing this because I'm really terrible at it. But practice makes perfect. So this liner I actually found, I think this is from NYX. I could be wrong, it'll be in the description box below. And just as you can see, I made a line out the side of my eye and then connecting it down to my lash line and then filling in this outer corner here. This for me is like the super easy part. It's the lining the actual lid because I am a habitual blinker. My blinking is really out of control, which makes my eyeliner out of control. So hopefully we get this to work, and because it's terrible, we're just going to go ahead and speed this up. So enjoy. My other eye off camera so we can hop right into the mascara here. This is actually a new mascara coming from Wet n Wild. I don't remember the name of it. It'll be in the description box below, but I'm completely obsessed with it. I love how it makes my lashes look because I don't wear falsies on a regular basis, so I like a good foundation. Oh Lord, a good mascara that's going to really lengthen and give me some volume in my lashes. And this one really does the job. So I think this is out now. If not, you'll know. To round out this eye look, I went in with this shimmery shade from Hard Candy. I believe it's called Soft and Sable. I could be wrong. Again, it'll be in the description box below. But it's super sparkly, and I went with a pencil brush and just really dabbing it lightly on that inner third corner of my lower lash line. For me to have very small eyes, I like how it really brightens up my eye. So pop that right on the inside and we're good to go. Please do not mind me. I actually was watching Love and Basketball while I was doing my face, and it was the spring dance scene where they're dancing together. So I'm singing along to the TV that you can't see in the video. But I'm doing some light contouring with my favorite contour powder, which is actually a foundation powder from Make It Forever. I've had this literally forever. It's been my holy grail contour powder for forever, and it just works. It just works for me. For blush, I'm going in with this kind of mauvey pink blush from Maybelline I forget the name of this. I don't even know if it even had a name, but description box below. I've had this one for a while, and I really love how it just kind of adds a little bit of color to my cheeks. For highlight, we're going in with NARS Albatross, an oldie but a goodie for me. I need to find my highlight fan brush. I don't know where it's at. For this look, I couldn't choose which lip color to go with, so I have Goth Topic and Missy Fierce. And to prep my lips for my matte lipsticks, I am using this new product from Hard Candy. It actually works great under matte lipsticks, and both of the colors I'm wearing are from Wet n Wild. It is their new liquid catsuit matte lipsticks. These things are bomb. I'm obsessed with them. I've worn quite a few colors from them already. So this dark purple color I have here is Goth Topic, and the red color is Missy and Fierce. Then to line my lips, I'm just using this is Chestnut from MAC, and it went perfectly with this lip color. I'm quite surprised how it came out. So I'm kind of just lining my lips here to bring it all together, because it does bleed slightly if you don't use a liner. So just remember that. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I love you. If you want to see my makeup videos, please thumb this video up. I am Shane of AThicGirlsCloset.com, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.